Hi, I, how are you? Bear with me for a minute. I wanted to get going, but I'm on a laptop at work, as you can tell, and so I've had to set it all back up, and it all looks different, and I'm missing something. So this setup, I could not alter the description. It's like this screen that I'm on isn't big enough, so I'll have to fix that at home after. And we're working with bare bones here. But I'm happy to have you. So you please have to comment or I will not know you're here. I can't. There's usually the setup I have at home has a little window and it will tell me I get to pick which live I'm working on and it will tell me how many people are watching. And I don't have that and don't know how I got that. Stats? No, that's not it. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna just click a couple things because I'm not sure anybody's here. Anybody? Live control panel. Maybe that's it. Not hooked up. We're just gonna say fuck it. Cause 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 so even if I wanted to go live at home last night, which I'm not quite sure I wanted to, um, we were completely out of internet. So the angles aren't gonna be 100%. You'll have to let me know if you can't see or can't hear. It looks like the mic is going. And I'll move around and let me know if you want a little tour. I can do that too. But we don't need that. What do we got? We're finishing the laptop. Not laptop. Backpack bag. Come on, wake up. All right. So what we're doing is I'm gonna see about changing camera views. But all right. Um phone. Hi. Now I'm going to try. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's do flip it. No, I always have to do it twice. Not quite sure why. All right. We're gonna do suppose I can turn this. All right. Well, tightening the little. All right. You will have a smidge of this pole. Don't know that there's a lot I can do about that. We're gonna just make it work, guys. All right. All right. So I'm not sure I needed to do anything with that. I need to make some damn coasters because I didn't think they were selling that well, but all right. So here is the top of the backpack and the straps. We got to worry about the bottoms. So I did some markings on them, but let's make sure we know what the fuck we're doing. Okay, unzip zipper and pull the lining out from the bag with the wrong side exposed and divide into quarter parts. Pin the lining to the bottom, right sides together. So 1/4 inch along the edge, going very slowly so as not to avoid puckers, and repeat, leaving a 5-inch opening on the outside of the bag. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna pull the lining up this way. Is that not what they asked for? This is not wrong sides out. Well, if I unzip my bag and pull the lining out, it is not wrong sides. This is. Maybe it wasn't a do both of these. Oh, and I think I can close that. Yes. Yes. Um, this would be good for this thing. All right, let's close this. I forgot all about it, so I'm glad I saw it now. Okay. I'm gonna need my readers. Now you get the big beautiful machine. My big baby. She's badass. I named her Cookie. She's Cookie Kowalski. All right. Here. Nope. Let's make things a little bit easier for us. Now, this is the lining. It's the wrong side of the lining. That means nobody's going to fucking see it. So I'm going to use regular pen. Probably. Maybe. Well, fuck it. Okay. Let's see. That works. All right. Iron off pen. Changed my mind. Okay, there's so much lint strings wrapped stuck to this book. There goes that. Okay. This is one of those things that there's really not a problem with having more and more points. While I'm looking here, I'm just going to hop over to YouTube and make sure it shows that we're live. Yep, does say live. All right, and zero viewers. There you go. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Right, things together. And the bag was out. All right, so. Oh, and I was gonna get my readers. Okay. This bag. Let me know if you want me to kind of do a walkthrough of our shop too. For the late so we're open. Well, I'm not open. Screw that. But we were open to have people come and sew tonight, and that we'd stay open late. And nobody came. Should I have gone home? Probably. Did I? No. But it's one of those shop hop starts back up again tomorrow. I have to be here tomorrow. And um sometimes I don't get very much quiet time. Thought I heard some. It's very rare where people can see me though. But it's quite a bit later. Nobody should be attempting to come by. Pins, pins, pins. This is time consuming. Actually, let's do this first. No, why am I worrying about it? Right? Loser. Alright. I'm gonna need pins though. Alright. I don't really want to clip it. Clips will be heavy, even though I am definitely a fan of. Remind me to iron the bottom so that those little test swatches come off. I'm relying on you guys now. That's scary, huh? Alright, there's that one. So here's my thought, my internal question. Would a walking foot be warranted here? I want it to pull evenly, right? I know. It wouldn't hurt for sure. But I don't know that I need. I almost feel like I'm not gonna, but because I don't remember having a problem with the last one shifting on me. But there's a part of me that wants to tack the cardinal points so that if I have a section that shifts, I'm only ripping out a section because I've anchored everything. Like on the deep, 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 and then tack it. If anybody was watching, you could tell me what you thought of that. Uh-huh. Oh, I also want to get my semi-dinner book. Okay. This part takes a while, but we're almost done. So we sew this bottom, we sew the other bottom, and then we finish the straps. Cool, huh? Well, that's it. Here we go. Our pattern is selling good. That's the thing. We should show you some finished things. can do that. I should put it all here and then don't panic if you see a bunch of tiny lives. I might go into each. I should just record it, but I'm not quite sure where it dumps that. But I could do a conclusion one, like. Okay, ready? Eek. All right. Change feet. Yeah, it'll force me to take the pins out, right? All right. I guess we're just gonna. All right. Let's just go. Let's force this to go slow, so there's no way I can go fast. And this might even be too fast, but oh, look at there. Goes right over those pins. It shouldn't. I bent mine, so unintentionally, but I'm kind of happy I did. Means I can still use it as a guide, but it won't get in my way for doing half square triangles. I was I was trying to push the foot up like I just did, and I was pressing on the wrong thing and bent it. So now you know how I did it, and that you shouldn't do it. But I would say that I haven't been sad about. I think I missed. Okay, just making sure the rest of the bag is out of the way. Oh, I'm kind of glad I throttled the speed a little on that. Uh-huh. Funnest part, not. There's a lot of pokey ends here. Into here, and then I feel something. There we go. God, my shoulders are up in my ears. I think I get a massage on Monday. Okay. Shot pop's going okay. Not as robust as last year, and that might be gas. Because the people that are doing it are happy for the most part. You're always going to get the pictures, though. Doesn't matter who they are. Okay. If we end up replacing the windows in the room I sew in and lifting the floor because some dumbass put in a sunken floor. Two in my house. But you know that because I have the ramp. Um, and we lift that room. I'm going to have to be out of it. So I'm going to have to figure out how to set up here. So I apologize. Now we can get an idea of how we want the cameras then. And I don't like how it's set up right now. I wonder if we did something more like that. No, because you're just going to see the back of the machine. How about right now? That might be okay. But this light, I can't manually turn the light off, I don't think. Well, probably. I'm not quite sure. So that might be something to think about. But I need the light. So maybe a different idea. Well, what I might do is consider, well, if I have to move everything, the bar assembly I can get and put on this desk. Aye, aye! Pins are sharp. PSA. Also, I think I saw a very similar setup at freaking Temu. So, let's see. How does that look now? Okay, sewed it all the way around. Eek. Okay, and then now, how did they word that? Can we think about this for a second? If, let's just, for grins and giggles, if I, that's not worked. Yeah, okay. Then let's just hook it on these ends, just because I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Not sure why. Oh, none of them. That's all right. We're just playing. Now, if I sew that, leave the 5-inch opening, then pull everything through. We're pretending, right? We're good at that. We pretend we're fine all day, every day. Okay? That would then lift me like that. But why leave it? Oh, I gotta top stitch it anyway. Okay, so that was the right way to do it. It just wasn't a really clear, and I wanted to make sure. I should go get the other one I did because I'm replacing the sample. We're gonna have to do some marks on this. Let's see. We've got that one, and oh, darn. Okay, I needed. Hungry. And I moved the garbage because it was full. That's smart. Let's not be stupid. I mean, I don't want it all over my threads either, but it just, ow, doesn't want to do it quite like that. So we're going to draw them on this side. Okay, that works for me. And I'll show you what I did different on the first sample, which is saying something considering I'm not a big bag person. I tweaked it to make a double border print fabric work. That makes sense, right? Out of context, does it? I've spun this around so many times now. Okay. Now, where is the back? So let's okay, let's yay, now I get to pin. Now I gotta check. Did I not? Okay, hold on. Did I only do one of these? And I needed 4. What was that? Yeah, hi. Let me move the chat window thing. This one actually binged when you said something, so I knew someone was here. Hey, Christy. Didn't know who. How's it going? We are attempting to film at the shop tonight. I don't know if I did this one. Okay. Here, and there, and there. Yeah, okay. We're gonna just go for it, right? Well, I went and supported my friend on Thursday when I normally do a live. And then I was debating whether I was inside feeling like doing a live last night, but we had been out of internet, so we were out all Thursday and all Friday. It came out about 8 o'clock Friday night, last night. And I'm like, fuck it. Let's just try this. Oop. And we're playing with camera views because, I don't like to be in the shot as much as I'm in this shot. So we're gonna have to I'll have to play with that if I'm gonna do it more here, which there is a slight possibility of that. So this was kind of a good dry run, but I had to reset up all my stuff. Okay. And here's my main points. Ouch. Oh, my shoulder hurts. All right, let's tuck it in. Let's ease all this stuff together. What are you working on, Christy? Anything? So this will be a short one, and I'll go home after because we're going to sew these two bottoms in and finish a strap, and we're done. Which makes a good on location kind of thing. This is where my magic happens. God, we had a dog issue here today. Someone, my friend that I went to support the other night, came to sew for the day, and she brings her dog. Her dog is Rufus, and Rufus is awesome. We like Rufus a lot. And Rufus is a rescue. Rufus has, he's going to bark, and he's learning as dogs do. And so he's not perfect, but into training, and I warn her if another dog comes in, which, okay, this is a business. You need to ask the owner if it's okay to bring your dog in. She said it was her service dog, but then said her dog was 7 months old, which it takes a couple years to train. And she went around into the classroom where the other dog was, and there wasn't a fight, but Rufus barked at him, and he barked back, and then I don't think the woman had real good control of her dog. What the fuck? Okay, here. She was in a motorized scooter, so she rounded this corner behind me here, and then couldn't get backed out of the classroom because it's a tight corner, and she didn't want to go all the way through because of the dogs. And so she goes forward, changes direction, damn near rolls over her dog's toes, and backs into my sewing machine table and pushes it. It's flush against the wall now, where it was a couple inches out. And then jarred the corner of the long arm to get out from in there. It was just, and I had to politely say, hey, I'm a dog lover. I don't have a problem 90% of the time somebody bringing their dog in. But I need you to ask me before you do it in case another dog is here, and we'll make arrangements or adjustments as needed. She goes, well, it was hot out today. Okay, I didn't tell you to bring your dog on Shop Hop on a 75-degree day. Whoops. Okay. At least I know where I went. You could have left your dog at home. And she's like, well, they were just trying to say hi. If they were just introduced to each other, then it'd be fine. Well, not necessarily, because you don't know if Rufus is mean, and your dog doesn't have any control yet. And when she said that in the middle of the incident, I go, yeah, well, this isn't a dog park, and this is not the place to introduce dogs to each other. Because I don't like it when animals fight. I want to fix it, and I can't. I couldn't get involved. I did try to go help grab a hold of the dog so she could back out from here and not bash into the sewing machine. But the leash was attached to her scooter, which I don't think is safe either. And then she proceeded to tell me that one of the other quilt shops wouldn't let her bring her dog in. Okay. And she was thanking me for doing that, and that it's against the law or not allowed, I think is how it was worded, to ask whether somebody's animal is a service animal. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm allowed to ask if the animal coming in is a pet or a service animal. And she goes, well, then it leads to, well, what's your disability? I go, no, it's two separate fucking questions. She goes, well, some people would. I go, and some people are assholes. I mean, I don't know what you want. I goes, if somebody walks in with their cat on a leash, I'm going to tell them to take the cat out. It's not a service animal. And I'm sorry, hers is not either. It's super cute. Super cute. Her name was Garnet. Adorable. I'm like, did you say Garnet? Oh, oh, oh. No vest on the animal. So don't go there with me, guys. Because that was the other thing, saying, no, you don't have to have a vest on your animal if it's a service. I'm like, yeah, I know you've been in a scooter for a really long time, and you believe you know all of this, but I don't think some of that is true. We looked shit up. So the other woman that has the dog, here, I will change interviews, maybe. There. I we looked up some of the stuff after she left, and yeah, It takes a minimum of 2 years to train a service dog, and they sell for what, 18,000. My friend said she had looked into getting one, and I understand taking your pets with you. I love my dogs, but they're assholes, and I wouldn't bring them into a store, and I sure as fuck would not bring them into a store without asking somebody whether it's okay. All right. We almost have a bag, ladies. I'm going to have to pin this somehow. I'm not really sure how. Right, maybe I need to iron it. Get a crease in here. I think I want to go get the other bag and see how I did it. But I did it 10 years ago. I don't remember. What I should do, you know what I should do? Besides putting a card in the bags that say what the pattern was, put the date I made it or that it became a sample. All right, now you get to watch me walk across the classroom or the shop. I'm gonna go get this sample. You know, the lining that we sewed up. I bet you. Yep. All right. We're gonna shift that. Hang on. I know we just did all that. Just pulled this bitch all the way through. My brain is still working a little bit. A little bit. No, itty bitty little bit. Okay. So if I go back and take this out, that I just went, oh shit, this is open. Yeah, it was open for a reason. That's how I was turning the bag. I thought it meant leave a 5-inch opening on the bottom, but it really doesn't make any sense to do that. Sometimes you gotta get in it before you go, fucking stupid. So many threads. Yeah, look at all that. So much. All right. Okay. Oops. There, there, and there. Okay. Okay. All the crap that was in it. Floof it. Make it look like there was shit in it. Okay. So this is where it would have been a good idea to go ahead and use the same red thread, just in case it pulls a little. But I can tell you that if it pulls a little and you see a couple bits of white thread or light colored thread, get a Sharpie. Get a red Sharpie. Nobody will see it. It's permanent. All right, let's. Oh, that's smooth, damn it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So stupid. I didn't read that it says through the opening that we'd already left. I'm like, oh, I gotta leave it open. Gotta read better. Of course, if I gotta seal this, that's a better color. I see the lighting is gonna give us fits here. Sorry. I can't decide whether it's gonna be dim or bright. There's a way to regulate that, and I haven't done that. I apologize. I didn't know I was gonna need to know how to do. There, now it's bright again. Now it's gonna dim again. Good. So I've got the panel lights that I use at home that could be used here. I just thought it was bright enough and I wouldn't need them. It's a work in progress, right? Gosh, guys, we're so close. So nice to, damn it. And now I got shape flex in, so I'm just gonna top stitch this bitch closed. And it shouldn't have to be super strong or super big. It's pretty even though. I don't want it slipped. Just doing one of those 1/8 inch kind of things. And we got our speed throttled still, so it won't take off on me. Yay. Okay. Okay. So, okay. All right. So then this will close with the zipper up at the point, which the other one did too, so that's good. All right, let's figure out how we're finishing off these straps. I do believe this I put in backwards, but from this side it looks fine, so I'm going to not give a fuck. Because what do we say, ladies and gents? Done is better than perfect. All right, let's read. I do have one row of stitching I want to take out of the pocket, but nobody will see that. I can do it later. All right, finish the adjustable straps. Mark a line on the straps 4 inches from the bottom. Guide the strap through the handle slide and down through the front of the D-ring as shown. I think I fucked myself just a smidge. I'm trying to think how to make it work. Because I had the rest of the hardware in my jeans pocket and wore capris today because it's 75, so I bet you it's still in the pocket. So, to make this work, I'm going to bastardize the last one on the shelf, pull out what we need to finish this, and then put it in when, because it's a zipper bag. It'll be easy. Okay, just don't tell nobody. All right, this is what's left. And where does this last clippy go? Oh, the hardware has changed over the years. Because this is sold as the Bugsy Backpack hardware. And the old one is oh, I like this one much better. Anyway, we've got this one goes, oh, maybe I don't. Because this one goes here. It does that. And there's the other one. Oh, it's for the key thing that we chose not to do. And okay, I guess I didn't need that. Was I just down to these two? I thought I had more hardware with me. All right, what am I doing? 4 inches up from the bottom, right? Mark a line 4 inches. We can try the other camera view and see if it kind of works. Yeah. Better when it's not pointing directly. If you don't look right here where it's bright. Oh, what am I doing with that? We're going to have this here too. I'm going to take this one and keep it straight. And we're going to go through this D-ring up. Right. Ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We gotta do this first. Okay, this is up. And for that matter, this one. And then I'm bringing this up through here. There's still a line on this one. I have to iron it. Okay, let's see what it tells me to do. All right, mark a line 4 inches from the bottom. Guide the strap through the strap handle slide and down through the front of the D-ring as shown. Yeah. Pull the strap back through the back of the slide through the top and push a strap down through the bottom of the handle. Secure the end of the strap to the 4-inch mark line with a zigzag stitch. Clear as fucking mud. All right. Okay, so there's the mark, which just is blaring. Times. All right. So they want me to. Okay, that's loose like that. Oh, all right. Well, that I believe is what they want me to do. I need to finish that end a little bit. How do you suggest we do that? Okay. But that means I could probably finish this. What do you think? I kind of want to hide that raw edge. What do you think? I gotta change the thread in this. Um, shit, which way am I holding this? Let's see, did someone pop in? Oh no. Let's look at this screen. Nope, I got nobody. I got nobody. I don't know what the bling was. Alright. Well, Well, I don't have to be embarrassed about watching me fumble my ass through this because came up through and this will bend here. But that's supposed to technically be here. Yes. Yes. Yes! I don't know how well that's going to work. I I like the way it looks. I don't know how well it's going to work. All right, we hear it all here. We got a bling. Oh, come on, bitch, please. Really? Oh my God. What the fuck was your problem? I'm almost tempted to sew that by hand. Yes, the words came out of my mouth. Yes, Bree, if you watch this later. I said it. You still see me threading the fucking machine then. Hey, Jelly, get out of the way. I know he's flat turtle. It reminds me of a starfish. Nope. Can you try that again, please? I wouldn't think. Let's just try it again before I panic. There we go. Never mind. Fluke. Yep. Here, wait a minute. We're going to change. Oops. Where are we? Okay. Okay. Well, that is not going to that is through sorta. Okay, the back side. Okay, and we do it one more time from this side. I don't know, but it's handmade, right? Not done. Took me way too long to figure out how that was supposed to be folded. You can tell it's not my forte. Okay, we will have to hit that with an iron. Oh, please. Thank you. Phew! Alright, I'm gonna jiggle the iron. Okay. Now, let's get this all fucked up, shall we? I can't pre-do that because it's gotta come up and down through here first. And if I sew that first, it'll be too thick to do that. Alright, let me bring this up higher. Was the issue. Well, not the only fucking issue. For the record, I sewed I drew the blue line on the wrong side of the strap. Oh, I'm knocking pens. Okay. You get something really thick and then it thinks it can't do it. Okay, and now we're going to sew it on this side and then let's trim this. You know, once I do this, we're done, right? I mean, you don't get to see that I'm gonna rip out a stitch on each pocket, on each side of the pocket. It sucks. The thing is, it doesn't want to start. Uh-oh, did I unthread? Needle up? I did. I wasn't going through anyway. Oh, come on. One more 1-inch stitch. I'm fucking done. Okay, doing it this way. Okay, we're lined up on it. We're not quite to the edge of it. There we go. Back up a stitch, back up a stitch, forward a stitch. Done. Up. Well, I will update the image for the playlist here because both sides have to be the same. There's a full on both sides. I don't care. I don't care. All right, I'm gonna lift my glasses and we're going to go to. Oh, it is a shop. All right, I'm gonna come over. Now I gotta see if that works. Let's bring a laptop. All right, I had to make sure that we were in a position to. All right, let's stuff it like it was. I got way more things I can stuff in here if I need to. Okay, this. Oh, let me get the rack. Okay. Doesn't know where I want it to fold. Let's see, can I adjust this more like that? Doesn't know where I need it. All right. So there you have it. A red base. Our I Love Oregon fabric for your whoops pockets. I don't want those real low. I don't know where I had them last time, but we're going to do something like that. So you've got this little patch back here to hide where this is hooked. Looky there. We have it done. We have it done in. We have a done one. Okay. I'm going to. I don't know. I can get this out. Where's the buttons? I don't want to press buttons on the side of the phone. Ouch. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take you on a little tour because you guys don't always get to see. All right. Don't look at the tables. They're trashed. All right. This is our, you know what? Thing is, you don't normally get this. We're going to flip on the lights. And I'm going to just walk you around. So this is from the front door. I'll go this way being as this is lit. We have canned gifts. We have Rosa Designs, pre-cut table. This is Shop Hop fabric. Front counter. Samples. So this is my color wall. I spent too much time at flea markets and antique stores where everybody had stalls, so my brain tells me it needs to be that way. Our long arm. That is our done skyline quilt that you guys got to watch be put together. And then here is our done Ahoy quilt that you also get to see put together. This is Cookie, the big machine. And then we come into our classroom with some samples, tripods, one I didn't use. You watched the Mora go together. And this is tightrope, which you saw me do some of that too. And Mount Hood, you saw. So my idea is to get some iridescent, not white, dark blue or whatnot, and just put a few beads like starlight stars. Okay. So without making you dizzy, let's get back to where we were. That's Highway 30 out there. I'm going to redo him in actual moth colors at some point. Our Halloween department. Okay, we're going to have to flip on the lights for the rest of it. Okay, this is our new rack. And it's not too bad here, so I won't worry about refilling this. We've got batting and more Villa Rosa notions. Oh, we have Hutch with patterns, boutiques down here. Do that. Got this, the rest of it today. Panels, last year's quilt. Room, and it's we're going to be pulling in some cross stitch. So we're going to have cross stitch kits here, and then that goes. Shipping is behind the orange quilt. Yeah, just our wee little shop here, guys. I'm going to have to hit that twice. I always do. Every time you go to flip the camera, it makes me hit it twice when I'm in this system. Okay, it's late. I gotta be at work again tomorrow, and I'm done. So I will see you guys Monday. Okay, bye. Oh, wait, I'm not anywhere near I can stop that. All right, see ya.